One day, an earthquake hits the ocean floor, making a big crack appear. A bright blue light shines through the water. On the beach, a man is with his girlfriend. He suddenly asks her to marry him, but before she can say anything, something drags him underwater. The shocked woman looks around, and then she screams when she sees his lifeless body float up. An alpha zombie appears and quickly attacks her too. Meanwhile, Hunter, Ray, and Ray's niece, Jada, are fishing. They notice a boat on fire in the distance and hurry to help. Hunter puts out the fire and scolds the boat crew for drinking while sailing. Blaine, one of the crew members, gets angry at Hunter. Nearby, a mysterious man watches the blue light through binoculars. Back with Hunter's group, they continue fishing. Ray pulls up something heavy and discovers it's a completely blue dead body. Jada uses an underwater camera and sees the strange blue light coming from the ocean floor. Hunter reports this to the authorities. As Jada covers the body, the blue light shines on the water's surface. When Jada looks away for a moment, the body suddenly disappears. It transforms into a zombie and attacks Jada, injuring her shoulder. Ray distracts the zombie, and Hunter grabs a machete, stabbing it until it falls. But the zombie gets up quickly, and they push it into the water. Hunter calls his girlfriend, Kenzie, who is a doctor, and asks her to help Jada. Kenzie rushes over, but her daughter Sam decides to stay behind to go to a concert with her friends. At the concert, Sam meets a singer named Dag, and they quickly become friends. Meanwhile, Kenzie arrives with an ambulance to pick up Jada and take her to the hospital. Ray stays with her as the doctors check her injuries. Hunter calls Sheriff Oconee, and they decide to investigate the strange blue light together. On Hunter's boat, they see the glow in the water again. Using a camera, they discover a sunken ship with a crack glowing with light, but there are no signs to identify it. Suddenly, a strange creature swims by. Hunter believes that zombies are causing the attacks, but Oconee doesn't believe him. Soon, a large group of zombies swims toward them, and Oconee realizes Hunter was right. Hunter warns Kenzie to keep Jada safe and tells everyone to leave the area. A tsunami warning goes off, and people panic as the water pulls back from the shore. Hunter and Oconee try to help, but they stop when they see a huge wave of zombies heading their way. Hunter speeds up the boat, but they get caught in the wave, as the tsunami crashes onto the land, destroying everything and scattering zombies everywhere. Hunter and Oconee manage to reach the shore safely. Oconee almost shoots a zombie but decides to save his ammo. At the hospital, Kenzie tells Ray that most of the staff has left, and Jada won't get help anytime soon. For now, they have to stay in quarantine. Some survivors remain on the beach, but it's dangerous. The zombies from the tsunami wake up and start attacking anyone nearby. Many survivors turn into zombies, creating a bigger horde. Hunter and Oconee fight back with guns and machetes, but there are too many zombies, and more people keep getting hurt. Hunter finds a boat and uses its engine to push away some zombies, giving a group of people a chance to escape. Meanwhile, Sam and her friends hide in a building, watching the chaos outside. They try to call their parents, but nobody answers because everyone is panicking. Back at the hospital, Jada wakes up but dies again moments later. Then she turns into a zombie and tries to attack Ray. A doctor enters just in time, and Jada runs at him, giving Ray a chance to escape. On the beach, Oconee kills another zombie with an umbrella, but there are still too many. No matter how many they defeat, more keep coming. Even the injured zombies continue to move. Oconee and Hunter realize they need to get out and find help. They jump into their truck, expecting to find something useful in the back, but it turns out to be Blaine and his girlfriend hiding there. They decide to help them and quickly drive away. Meanwhile, the mysterious man with binoculars approaches a zombie on the beach, holding a crowbar. Back at the hospital, Kenzie steps out of her room and sees that Jada has killed all the staff. Scared, Kenzie runs away, with Jada chasing her. As Kenzie rushes down the hall, Ray pulls her into a room and shuts the door. But Jada and the zombified workers start banging on the door, trying to break in. Kenzie and Ray finally manage to push the door open, forcing them to keep running. They hurry through another part of the hospital and spot a zombie sitting in a wheelchair. Meanwhile, Oconee and his group reach the police station but must leave quickly as more zombies approach. In a panic, Blaine pushes his girlfriend into the horde of zombies to escape and runs inside. As the zombies bang on the windows, Hunter calls Blaine out for being a coward. This angers Blaine, who grabs a gun from a police officer and demands to get into the armory. When the others refuse, he shoots the officer and tries to run for the armory, but Hunter knocks him out. Outside, Sam and her friends dash into the streets. They push a zombie aside, but the swarm quickly turns on another group, killing some of them. After running a few blocks, they find a market to hide in, but it's crawling with zombies. Dag trips and hurts his ankle, so Sam helps him walk. Sadly, one of their friends is killed, and the group decides to split up. Tawny fights off some zombies before heading outside, while Sam and Dag sneak toward the back. Back at the police station, Oconee calls for help again, but there's no answer. He finds an envelope labeled Revoc Pharmaceuticals in a safe and secretly destroys it when Hunter isn't looking. Meanwhile, Hunter checks a maritime register and discovers the ship they saw underwater. It's linked to Revoc Industries and marked as salvaged and junked, indicating the company was trying to hide something. Just as zombies break through the windows, Hunter and Oconee rush to grab weapons from the armory. Hunter finds a cool double-bladed sword among the items. As they prepare to leave, Blaine, who is now tied up, begs to join them, but they ignore him. Hunter and Akoni use police shields to push through the crowd of zombies at the entrance. Akoni shoots the nearest zombies while Hunter uses a bazooka to blast away the ones outside. Unfortunately, more zombies keep coming, and another wave approaches. They escape in a vehicle, crashing into an alpha zombie in the woods, but it stands up unharmed. Meanwhile, Sam and Dag find Dag's van parked nearby. One of his bandmates is inside, wearing headphones and totally unaware of the chaos outside. He lets them in but tries to be a hero and ends up getting killed by zombies. Sam and Dag lock themselves inside the van and try to start it, but it won't budge. Tani runs out of town through the woods with zombies on her tail. She spots a house in the distance and rushes toward it. Marty, the mysterious man, sees her on his security cameras. He asks her to show him the back of her head to check for bites. When he sees she's okay, he unlocks the gate just as the zombies close in, and she rushes inside. The zombies are now outside the gate. Tani uses Marty's radio to call her father, Akoni. She promises to stay safe with Marty and tells him to rescue Sam from the market. Meanwhile, Blaine crawls over to the dead police officer and takes the keys, allowing him to escape. But as he tries to flee, his undead girlfriend attacks him and bites him. Back in the parking lot, Dag tells Sam she should leave him behind since he's slowing her down. He jumps out of the car and onto the roof, playing the ukulele to distract the zombies. Just then, Akoni and Hunter arrive. Sam runs toward them while Akoni shoots the zombies trying to grab her. Sadly, Dag gets overwhelmed and is killed. The group rushes to the hospital, locking the door just before the zombies can get in. Sam tries to call her mom but can't reach her, so she runs down a corridor, looking for a phone, and hides in a room. She calls her mom over the hospital speakers, asking her to meet on the second floor. The noise attracts a horde of zombies, and Hunter and Akoni start fighting them off with guns and a fire extinguisher. While trying to escape, Sam gets her leg tangled in the phone cable, and the zombies start pulling it from outside. One zombie breaks through the door, but Sam fights it off with the double-bladed sword. At the same time, Hunter grabs some wires from a power box and electrocutes a zombie, causing a chain reaction that takes out several others. Kenzie and Ray arrive in the elevator just in time. A zombie blocks Kenzie, but she defeats it and finally finds her daughter, Sam. The group keeps locking up zombies as they leave. Kenzie notices that the zombies from the tsunami look different from the ones that were bitten. She realizes they were experimented on. Outside, Hunter battles more zombies with his sword, helping everyone escape in a truck. They soon arrive at Marty's house, and Tani is overjoyed to see her dad. However, she notices a cut on Akoni's ankle and panics, but he reassures her it's just a scratch, not a bite. Inside, Akoni tries to call for help on Marty's radio, but Marty says no one has responded since the chaos started. Tani mentions that 2 zombie tsunamis have hit the area, which makes her suspicious. Suddenly, the zombie Marty had locked up breaks free. Akoni hears the noise and goes to check but gets bitten during the struggle. He kicks the zombie away, screaming in pain. The noise draws the attention of the others, and the zombie heads upstairs. The gang works together to push the zombie back, and Kenzie steps up to fight it off. Marty uses his taser to take it down. Ray helps Akoni upstairs, while Tani treats his wound, and Hunter connects the taser to his sword for extra power. The group scolds Marty for keeping a zombie, but he explains he was testing their weaknesses and reveals that zombies have a glowing liquid inside them, which is why electricity works so well against them. They decide to lure the zombies into the water and electrify it to kill them all at once. They also plan to blow up the wreckage to prevent new zombies from being created. Marty mentions he has grenades and C4 hidden away. While the group prepares their weapons, Hunter goes outside to clear a path, but his taser stops working. Kenzie comes out to help and turns on a wood chipper. Together, they push zombies into the machine until they are all defeated. Before leaving, Kenzie asks Hunter to look after Sam if anything happens to her. Akoni starts to feel sick, so the group stops to rest in a cave. They're surprised he hasn't turned into a zombie yet. Marty explains that since Akoni was bitten near his ankle and not on his head, the sickness is taking longer to affect him. With time running out, Akoni reveals a dark secret. A pharmaceutical company tested a new anti-aging drug on the beach 30 years ago. They used a ship to hide their actions and bribed local leaders, including Akoni, to help them. Akoni agreed because they promised to help his sick wife, but she died anyway. The drug wasn't ready for humans and caused severe side effects, so they evacuated everyone before sinking the ship carrying the affected people. They even removed the ship's nameplate to cover their tracks. Kenzie suspects it wasn't an accident and that the company always intended to turn people into weapons. Suddenly, zombies find them and attack. Hunter's taser sword finally works, and he fights off the zombies with Marty's help while the others escape. Tani wants to stay with Akoni, but leaves him a grenade to use if needed. After the zombies are defeated, Hunter and Marty join the gang as they flee the cave. Before they leave, Tani sees zombie Akoni wake up. In a moment of clarity, he ignites the grenade, blowing up the cave to prevent the zombies from following them. When the gang reaches the beach, they split into groups to put their plan into action. Marty uses a remote to blow up his house, where he had hidden more explosives. Ray, Marty, and Tani get on a boat to reach the destroyed ship to plant the C4. Marty works quickly, but Tani urges him to hurry as zombies swim toward them. Meanwhile, Hunter sets up lines to the tidal pools, while Kenzie and Sam wait by the power box, ready to turn on the electricity. Hunter rides a bike, blasting loud music to attract the zombies to the shore. Marty wades into the water to attach the C4 but gets surrounded by zombies. Ray wants to help, but another zombie jumps onto the boat and stops him. Tawny finally pushes the zombie away, but it's too late. Marty is killed by the horde. Hunter gets close to the pools, but his bike gets stuck in the sand, forcing him to walk. Suddenly, the alpha zombie appears and knocks him down. His taser sword stops working again, so Hunter fights the alpha with his fists. The zombie grabs his wrists, but Hunter kicks him repeatedly to break free. Kenzie sees this and rushes to free the bike, turning the music back on to attract the zombies. Hunter continues battling the alpha, and when the zombie grabs his neck, Hunter pulls out a hidden knife and cuts off the zombie's arm. Tawny keeps shooting at the zombies trying to board the boat, but they keep coming. Ray hands her a life jacket and tells her to jump into the ocean, as her dad would want. She does. Back on the beach, Hunter keeps fighting the alpha, kicking it down before grabbing the sword. The taser finally works again, and Hunter slices off the alpha's head, kicking it into the pool just as Sam turns on the power, electrocuting all the zombies at once. Once Tawny swims far enough, Ray says goodbye to Hunter over the radio and sets off the C4, causing an explosion. A massive wave rushes toward the shore. Hunter runs but is stopped by zombie Blaine. Hunter enjoys the moment and stabs Blaine in the brain, causing it to explode, and barely escapes the wave. Finally, Hunter reunites with Kenzie and Sam, who are helping Tawny out of the water. Kenzie and Hunter share a kiss as they see a Coast Guard ship approaching in the distance.